Hi, and welcome to the latest episode. I think we're on number 9.
No way.
Yeah, of Movies with My Mother. Of course, I'm Lexi.
And I'm Mom.
And today, Mom was in for a treat. We watched
Treat? Trick or treat?
we watched Friday the 13th Part 2. And did we watch the first one first? No.
No.
You know why? Because we do what we want.
Yeah, right. And I couldn't have sat through 2 of them.
We did discuss it. There are 12 of them.
Yes. Pretty soon they'll be Friday the 13th.
They've been talking about it for a long time. It's been in the air since Freddy vs. Jason, and it's a rights issue.
Oh.
So, whatever.
Somebody has the rights on 1313?
No.
Wasn't that the Munsters address, 1313 Mockingbird Lane?
Yes.
Oh, pardon me.
No, it's, one studio is going to make it, and then the rights run out, and then another studio is going to make it, and then the rights run out.
One of those things.
Yeah.
They just never get to it.
Yeah. And then I'm sure it's going to be straight garbage when they do, because it's...
Well, it's just a slasher movie.
Yeah. And the remake, the killer was Jason. So, not like the first movie, which I think it was supposed to be kind of a remake of. But yeah, Jason was the killer in that movie. And I'm like, well, that doesn't make sense. But whatever.
Okay.
Okay, it was a rated R movie. It was a hard R.
Yes.
There was a lot of nudity.
Yes, the internet said nudity, sex, violence, gore, profanity, alcohol, drugs, smoking, fighting, and intense scenes.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
That's okay. I don't know why it was doing that.
It's got to be the phone, because you moved it and it's fine.
Yeah.
I'll keep my phone over here.
Whatever. It was made in 1981, but I believe it was supposed to take place in like 1984-ish, 85-ish.
Really? Why?
Yeah, because it was supposed to take. Because remember when the cop says,
5 years. We've had 5 years.
Yeah, so it was an hour and 27 minutes, and it was directed by Steve Miner. That was actually his directorial debut.
Yes, it was.
It did not fare well. It got a 27% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yes.
A 26% on Metacritic.
Yes.
And a 6.1 out of 10 on IMDb.
Well, people liked it more than
it
critics.
Made money.
Tons of money.
Yeah, that's why they just kept cranking them out.
Yep.
The budget was about $1.25 million. So
yep.
Worldwide gross was about 21.7 million.
Yep, I read that too. It was odd.
The basic premise is that this guy Paul is opening up a camp counselor training school on the Crystal Lake, and their like camp situation is right next door to the old Camp Crystal Lake.
But they're not Camp Crystal.
No.
Okay.
No. And they're just trying to train kids on how to
be camp counselors.
Yeah, and it doesn't go very well for them.
No, not at all. Except those kids that went into town to smoke and drink.
Yeah, good for them.
Yeah, the ones that stayed back to have sex were goners.
Yeah, well. That's what happens when you're naughty.
Yep, I guess so. And I did read that Miner is not really fond of this movie or discussing this movie.
Oh, okay.
That he just would rather not. Why? I don't know.
Because he's done other horror movies. I've seen, he did House with William Katt. Patrick Jr.
Yes.
Yeah, he did the first House movie. Halloween H2O.
Yes.
Which, I saw in the theater.
Right.
He also did the movie Soul Man.
I saw that too, and I thought, that's kind of a departure, isn't it?
There were a bunch of movies that I saw that I recognized, but those were the 3 that, like, I knew them.
Yeah.
But yeah, Soul Man, if you have not seen it, is about a young man who is trying to get into college, and he goes to school in blackface because he cheated to get a scholarship for African American students.
Yes. Yes. I remember that.
Yeah. Blackface the whole time.
Interesting. I remember that. I don't know why, but I do.
I did see that Steve Miner was also an associate producer on the first film. and that Tom Savini did not come back as the makeup effects guy because he just kind of was just like, the movie's around the Jason kid. I don't get it, because when Tom Savini designed Jason, it was the little boy, the kid that shot out of the lake. So he was just like, why are we following a little kid monster thing?
Oh.
So Stan Winston did the effects.
Oh, you know what? I think I did read that, and I wondered what the deal was. Why, on such a moneymaker, why wouldn't you be signed up right away?
Well, I guess horror is just one of those things where it's kind of either you're going to make a lot of money or you're not going to make any money, and it's kind of that crapshoot on what's going to be popular or not. And I don't know. Plus, I also kind of think that Tom Savini's a bit of a chotch.
Oh, okay, interesting. If that's okay. I read something interesting about the actress Adrienne King, who plays Alice.
I believe her name is Alice
Hardy. Yeah, she had a stalker.
Yes,
and that's why she really left in front of the camera filming. She now only works voice stuff and not in front of the camera film, because she had a stalker that really followed her a lot. So he was obsessed with her.
Men are just the worst.
Yes, they are.
I did read though that she was just like, yeah, bring me back in any capacity. I'm all in for Friday the 13th, and they're just like, we'll just kill you off. It's okay.
Well, that's why they killed. But that's why they killed her off in the second one, because she wasn't going to come back. She wasn't going to do front of the camera anymore.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of too bad, that this happened.
Right, but I also kind of think that it fit the movie well.
Mm-hmm.
That motorcycle, I was waiting for it then.
Oh, okay.
Because I think that because Nightmare on Elm Street follows Nancy like the entire series, and I think that gets a little old. Like the Scream movies, I like the Scream movies, but by the fourth movie they're just kind of shoehorning Sidney Prescott in, and it's just like, okay, can we just move on and make a new movie? Can we do that?
Okay, but I get it. That's what I say all the time. The first one was good. Why ruin it with a second one, or a third one, or a fifth one?
Because these are making money hand over fist.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
The sack hood that he wears.
Yes.
That is really close to the murder in the movie called The Town That Dreaded Sundown. It was made in 1976, and it was remade about 10, 15 years ago. And that story is about a true series of murders in the town of Texarkana, Texas. Mm-hmm. And apparently that killer wore a sack hood as well.
Oh, was it tied with a stylish rope like ours was?
I don't know. I've never seen The Town That Dreaded Sundown, either version. But I know that the town, Texarkana, is it's like kind of a cult thing for them. Oh. Like they'll screen it at like...
Oh, wow. That's funny.
Yeah, they'll screen it at outdoor showings and stuff.
Interesting.
I mean, it is one of those movies that I probably should watch, because the kills seem to be kind of ridiculous.
And another thing I read about that girl,
Dream King?
Alice, yeah. She was, when she first met up with Cunningham about this movie, she was working for Burger King commercials. Did you hear him say...
It's looking like a Burger King parking lot?
In here, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought, that's interesting, now that I heard that.
We also noticed in Alice's kitchen, she had a watermelon on top of her refrigerator.
Yes, I wondered about that.
And I wanna know why. Why? Because it just seems like an accident waiting to happen.
Yeah, I mean, you could open that refrigerator door and get bonked, and then you'd have a watermelon head.
And a mess, because I'm sure that would crack it.
Well, of course it would.
I don't know.
Somebody's hard head would.
We find out in the movie that Paul, the guy running the camp school, is kind of a dick.
Yeah, I thought he was.
Yeah.
I just looked up that movie.
Oh, Town That Dreaded Sundown.
Mm-hmm. And he did have a stylish robe collar.
Oh.
But he had 2 eyeballs.
Yeah. Jason only had the one.
Yeah, he did have a stylish rope neck.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Just thought I'd add that. What's with you and ropes?
Oh, I don't know.
You got a rope thing going on? We saw rope last week. Now we're seeing this stylish rope guy today.
I don't think so.
Okay, go on. What were you saying?
I think I would know if I had a rope thing.
I would. Let's call Big Daddy in here and see what he says.
He's gonna be like, "You guys are gross." I know I said that Paul was kind of a dick.
Yes.
He's just kind of haughty,
Yes.
and his
pants were just pulled up way too tight.
they were quite tight, weren't they?
Yeah. Yeah, all of them. Their pants were pulled up way too tight.
That was just a time.
I know.
But yeah, his pants for the time were a little on the tight side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I noticed the lack of costume designing that they claim they had a costume designer. And speaking of costume designer, that was an interesting thing that I found.
Yeah.
Was that when we saw the guy, when he was called into the house and he was walking after the boy, and all we saw were the legs.
Oh,
Those were not the legs of Jason. Those were the legs of Ellen Flutter, the costume designer.
That's funny.
Yeah, I mean, come on. I mean, how interesting is that?
I mean, you gotta get that stuff in somehow.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Schedule conflicts happen every day. I can't be there every day.
Yep. But I thought, oh, I can't wait to see that. And there it was. I even said to you, watch those legs.
I told you while we were watching the movie, though, that Mark, who was the wheelchair-bound boy. Also, first of all, I have lots of questions about the wheelchair boy.
Yes.
At a summer camp.
How did he get up onto the porch?
Yes.
Okay.
Because I know that there's the little ramp into the house from the porch.
Right.
But there was no ramp.
There were 4 steps.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Did he just sleep in that chair down there in that room?
I don't... I don't know. These are questions that we need answered.
Yes, I agree.
He was not wheelchair-bound in real life.
Oh, no. I assume that.
And he, tasty tidbit here, is the first of the cast of all the Friday the 13th actors to pass away.
Oh, wow.
He died in the early 90s of HIV.
Oh, wow.
AIDS.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well, that was the time.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. I also liked when Vicky, the girl that was going to have sex with Mark, was looking for him after she took 4 years to change.
Yes.
She's, Mark, where are you? Mark, where are you? And then she goes upstairs.
She should have looked downstairs.
How's Mark going to get upstairs?
I know.
Why?
I don't know. Because there were no doors to open downstairs?
I don't know. How would he get up the stairs?
But when
Vicky? He's in a wheelchair. He said his legs don't work. How is he getting up the stairs? Is he going to carry the wheelchair with his teeth and then just slide up the stairs on his butt?
Possibly. I'd
pay to see it.
Well, she should have looked down the stairs to the lake.
Yeah.
He flew down those steps pretty damn fast.
Which I think is just one of those comedic relief things. It's like, oh, he got brutally chopped in the face, but let's lighten it up a bit by throwing him wheelchair first down some stairs.
That was pretty interesting too, because I don't know that a wheelchair would do that down the stairs. Well, now we're going to have to think about that too now, aren't we?
Well, why wouldn't it? Unless you put a brake on, and obviously he's dead, so he's not going to put a brake on.
Okay. But it was the little wheels first, not the big wheel. No, he went down backward, didn't he?
Yeah.
So it was the big wheels.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never flown down a flight of steps in a wheelchair.
Well, I hope never to.
Yeah, exactly. Nor climb upstairs with the wheelchair in my teeth.
No. First of all, I can't do that. I don't have the mouth strength for that.
I can't imagine that anyone would.
The tensile strength in my jaw.
Oh wait, maybe a hippopotamus, because they have the highest bite strength of any animal.
Really?
Yeah, I saw that on the Animal Channel.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's news to me.
Mm-hmm. Who would think a hippopotamus? I was thinking, like a big cat, a lion.
Yeah.
Tiger, a bear. Oh my. But no, it's a hippopotamus.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because their teeth are kind of flattish.
Right? They're carnivore, or they're not carnivores, so there's no sharpness there.
Yeah.
They don't have to kill their prey unless they want to, kill that watermelon that's on top of the refrigerator.
Okay. Weird. Okay.
You need to watch the Animal Planet more often.
I like watching River Monsters.
Ooh, okay, never
I'll
mind.
watch Jeremy Wade talk about
Nope,
having a hard time reeling in a fish.
that's not one I watch.
Oh, when Lula was a baby, I would leave that on for her.
Oh, because of the fish?
Yeah.
Aw. That's good. That's why she's so cute now. She was just in a little ball sleeping until you woke her up.
Now she's going to be a holy terror.
Yep, yep. She got up. She stretched. She says, I'm going to start chewing on wires.
Yep.
Oh, no, wait. There's a grandma here to chew on. It's still got scabs from last time.
No.
You little sweet baby. Oh, I wish you all there could see this little cutie.
The other night in bed, she was laying between, she was sitting between Justin and I kind of rolled over because I was like, where is she? And she was standing up on like her back legs. She was kind of like sat up like a meerkat. And she was looking around. I'm like, well, that's not creepy or anything.
Nope.
What the hell are you looking at?
You got a possessed little kitty and a black cat
Yeah.
living at your house.
Yeah.
How lucky you are. Look at that cute little black cat. He's so sweet. Jelly is a... I know, she wouldn't let me pick that Bible bee off.
I know.
But that's all right.
You gonna talk to us? You gonna say anything?
No, I just want a bite of something.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
We watched this movie on Peacock TV.
Yes.
I was able to put that on the Roku app, so we were able to just stream it that way. It was in the free feed, but it did have, about 5 commercials?
Yes.
But the commercials were only about... You okay?
Yeah, I'm all right.
Commercials were only about 20 seconds long.
Yes, and
It was mostly Jake from State Farm.
yeah, the State Farm commercial was cute.
Yeah, it was pretty cute.
Yeah. I've never seen that one on television, where the 2 costumed people were looking at their dead car.
Yeah.
And then, whoop! There pops up Jake from State Farm.
I like the one where the pizza girl is giving him all the free stuff.
Yes, you're the man.
Cuckoo Krispies. I want to know what Cuckoo Krispies are.
Because I want some.
Yeah.
Yes. And then the side of ranch. It was a gallon jug of
The industrial size ranch.
and a side of ranch.
People like all that ranch. I don't understand it.
Not that much.
Like I said, this was part 2 of 12 movies.
Yes.
You have any interest in watching any others?
No.
He goes to Manhattan on like a yacht.
How does he get there?
He like hitches onto the anchor of like the party boat.
Is it in Crystal Lake?
Yeah. The party boat leaves
and the party
from
boat
Crystal
goes
Lake.
all the way to Manhattan?
Goes to Manhattan.
Okay. Yeah, I want to see that one.
The kills are ridiculous.
Well, there's no machetes just laying around in Manhattan, I wouldn't think.
There is like some like toxic sludge here and there that I don't, that's weird. Kind of
Yeah, because I don't think,
dystopian bit of New York.
yeah, I don't think Manhattan would allow that.
No, but it was the 80s. They had to zhuzh it up somehow.
Okay. No. Anchor. How far is Crystal Lake from Manhattan? 2 states over?
Well, no, because I kind of think that they infer that Crystal Lake is,
In Jersey.
upstate New Yorkish, which, again, that's not really, that's pretty landlocked.
Okay.
But there might be a little river that takes you out to the ocean. Who knows? I don't know.
Like the St. Lawrence Seaway?
Sure.
Okay. I don't know. Doesn't sound right to me, but,
You're not supposed to think about it.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
It's one of those suspension of belief
Yes.
things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I get it. It's kind of a suspension of belief that me and you could do a podcast too.
Well,
But we're trying.
we're trying.
Yeah.
We're trying our best.
Yeah, and I'm having fun. So
That's all that matters.
getting a little chubby on it, but we're gonna have to start doing some diet food. We're gonna have to start watching movies with diet food.
Oh,
I know.
I think I'd rather kill myself.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, because today we had delicious camp dinners.
Yes.
Although, there's nothing wrong with the camp dinner. It's just the amount that I ate. That was a lot of camp dinner that I ate. I needed half of those potatoes and half of those carrots and half of that meat. But damn, it was delicious.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I didn't expect you to eat the whole thing today.
Thank you for cooking.
Yeah. I had fun doing it.
Yeah.
It was real hard, the hardest thing I had to do was chop up the potatoes.
Yeah, I would have opened a can. I would have gotten canned potatoes, canned carrots, but I like the
Baby carrots.
Yeah, I like the baby carrots. There's something about baby carrots in with your meat that are delicious.
Yeah. That's how Costco makes their chicken pot pies.
Oh, really?
They use the rotisserie chicken,
Yeah.
and then they just throw in like a bag of baby carrots.
Oh my gosh.
Except one time we got one, and it had like exactly 2 carrots in it.
Oh, I thought you were going to say it had the bag in it.
No, it was disappointing. It had exactly 2 carrots in it.
Oh man.
And Justin ate both of them.
And you realized it right after Justin ate the second one, right? Yeah. That's how it always. Hey, there's no more carrots.
Nope.
That's crazy. Somebody was sleeping at the wheel.
Oh, I'm sure they just have that like assembly line style.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And I'm sure it's machine assembly
Probably.
line.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure it's not people
That
standing
weighs
there.
out stuff and
Yeah.
something went wrong.
I'd rather there be 2 carrots in there than, something
42.
surprised.
The bag.
Yeah, something surprising.
Yes.
Like a fish head or something.
Ew.
I don't need that in my chicken pot pie.
No. No. But who chops up, who pulls the chicken off the bone?
I'm sure machine does.
Really?
I would think so.
Okay. All right.
Why
I'm with you.
not?
I don't know. It's a delicate operation.
Maybe they pay those workers to just bake rotisserie chickens and shred half of them. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
I'd take that job. I'd go home licking my fingers. Yummy. I love rotisserie chickens.
Yeah. Like I said, we watched this on Peacock. It really wasn't anywhere else to stream.
Really?
Yeah.
This time of the year?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I could pay for it on Amazon.
No, that's not our deal.
But yeah, nothing on Hulu, not on Netflix, not on... And it's weird, Netflix and Hulu will get this stuff like in like March, weird times.
Oh, but it's 31 days of Halloween right now.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't it have been on?
Yeah, it wasn't even on Shudder.
Oh,
Like
my.
the only Friday the 13th thing was like, one of those compilation things where people are talking about it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
There also is movies that made us on Netflix where they talk about how these iconic movies get made. And Friday the 13th, the first one was one of those movies that they sat down and talked about.
Oh,
and that was
well,
pretty
now
interesting.
that would be interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it fascinates me that somebody came up with this idea and thought that they could make a movie out of it.
Right.
And boom, there's a movie, and then there's another one, and then there's, how many other franchises that grew off of this.
Exactly. And really, this is kind of a ripoff of, well, it's not a ripoff directly, but the idea to make a horror movie surrounding teenagers was stolen from Halloween.
Oh, okay. So Halloween was the first one of these kind of movies?
Well,
Ish.
Halloween gets a lot of credit for being like the first slasher, but if you want to be super technical about it, really Black Christmas is technically the first slasher movie. Black Christmas had Margot Kidder.
Oh, wow.
And Olivia Hussey.
Oh, my.
Yeah. And it's college girls that are staying at the dorm, their, sorority house, dormy thing, over Christmas break. One girl is having kind of a crisis, and another girl is a straight up alcoholic. And you can guess who played that. Oh, Margot Kidder.
Oh. Oh.
And somebody keeps like prank calling their house.
Oh.
And they're just, what the hell, man? And it turns out that this guy is like in the house and he's killing them all one by one. I've never seen it all the way through.
I always wonder how big is the house in those situations, because that's not the only movie that I'm in that basement or.
Well, because it's movie houses.
Do they have cell phones? How does he call to another phone from the phone in the house?
I don't know. I don't know how that works. Obviously, in the 70s, there were no cell phones.
No. And if one person was on the phone in the house, nobody else could be on any other phone in the house.
That's if you had one line. Maybe you have an office that has its own dedicated line. You don't know.
It's a sorority house.
Maybe there's a front desk.
Oh, dear.
I don't know. I've never been in a sorority house. I have no idea what they're supposed to look like.
Okay. Oh, my.
But yeah, that's Black Christmas is considered the first real slasher movie
Okay.
of, I guess, modern time.
All right.
Yeah.
And that was in the 70s?
I think it was like 1975,
Oh, wow.
and Halloween wasn't until like 78. So,
Okay.
yeah.
And this movie was in the 80s?
This movie came out in 1981.
Okay.
The first one came out in 1980.
All right.
And from there, they crapped out a Friday the 13th pretty much every year.
Uh-huh. Or every other year.
Yeah, but for the first few movies, it was every year.
Oh, my.
Boom, boom, boom.
Well, if it's hot, keep it hot.
Yeah, yeah.
And Halloween comes around every year.
Yep.
Oh, my.
We were going to watch the newest Halloween last night, but we just kind of, I don't know why. Yesterday was weird. It was just like we were up, we got our stuff done, we got my car worked up, we went to his dad's house, we got some takeout food, we ate, and then we died.
Well, yesterday was kind of gray here. It rained a lot, and it was
Yeah.
just a gray day.
Yeah.
And yeah.
I don't know. So we were going to watch Halloween Kills, but we didn't. I'm not reading very good things about it, so
Oh.
I'm a little worried. But I did have a lot to say about the last one. I guess that's another story for
Yeah.
another day. But yeah.
Maybe next year we'll watch Halloween. No.
The first one, I mean, you might prefer it because there was actual killing in it, there was no actual blood.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know that may, I don't know.
I don't know. That's a little tidbit for you. Also, Deborah Hill, one of the producers on the first Halloween movie, went on to have something to do with the movie Clue.
Oh, well, then it's got to be good.
Yeah.
Because we love the Clue movie.
Of course.
Oh, my goodness.
I think there have been 5 iterations of Jason.
Really?
This was just the first one
Okay.
of adult Jason. Kane Hodder played him in 2 or 3 movies, and I think he was the biggest Jason. Kane Hodder's a giant man.
Okay.
Kane Hodder also has the title of most kills in a movie.
Oh, my. Oh, my goodness.
Most kills ever in the movies.
Oh, wow.
Because he plays big bad guys.
Oh, he kills a lot of people?
Yeah.
Huh.
Because he started out as like a stuntman. He's broken his entire body.
Ow.
He's...
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Uh-huh. But he's always on those like remembrance shows. Like, he's always willing to talk about it. He still goes to like Comic-Cons and stuff where they do stuff like this.
Does he always look like that with the one side of his head all weird? And
No. He doesn't wear the makeup. And you never see Kane Hodder's face as Jason. Because the hockey mask doesn't come until like the 3rd or 4th movie.
Okay.
And the only reason it was a hockey mask is because there was somebody, I don't know if it was like a set designer or a costume person, but they were a hockey player in their spare time.
Oh.
And they're just like, what the hell are we going to do with this dude's face? We got to cover it up. What are we going to do with it? And the guy's like, I'm going to get like a hockey mask in my car if you want to see if that works.
And it did.
And it did.
You bought one to scare me.
I did. Well, I didn't buy it to scare you, but it's been there for years.
I know. And she opened the door this morning when I came up and I screamed.
It was appropriate.
I didn't need to scream, but I did anyway.
I appreciated it. And of course I had to put my glasses on the outside of the mask.
That was weird.
Because I couldn't fit them on the inside. It was just
No.
uncomfortable.
No. You're wearing 2 large glasses now that
Yeah.
no. I thought it was funny. I thought it started out the day as it should go.
Yeah. I did see that you had a few jumps.
Yes, a few, yes.
Yeah.
I tried not to, but I couldn't help myself.
It's good for you.
My heart's pounding.
But that is one of my fears when she's just like, there's somebody in the room. Paul, there's somebody in the room. There's somebody in the fucking room. That is like a fear of mine, walking into a dark house. Like,
Really?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Keeps you honest, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, and as a woman, we have that, that second intuition that
Right.
tells us that we are not alone.
Yep, nope. Alarm bells, alarm bells, alarm bells.
Yep.
Yep.
Danger, Will Rogers, danger.
It's Will Robinson. I think
That's right.
Will Rogers is the cowboy guy.
Now I'm mixing my metaphors.
Hey.
Oh, well. I'll try to pull myself together for next week.
Well, next week is our
Next week will be fun.
creature feature double feature.
Yes.
I'm so excited.
Yes.
The restaurant Justin and I had breakfast at this morning has a cocktail called the $1 Million Bloody Mary,
Oh, boy.
where it's just like they have this like side that you can buy that's called $1 Million Bacon, and it's really just like candy bacon,
Oh, uh-huh.
and the Bloody Mary just has a piece of the candy bacon in it.
Oh, it didn't have a cheeseburger or a grilled cheese sandwich in it?
No,
Oh, well, then,
and it appeared to be the only thing sticking out of it was the bacon, and I was just like,
oh,
how's that $1 million?
yeah, it
Looks
should
boring.
have celery and
Where's the salad?
parsley and a grilled cheese sandwich and a
Yeah.
hot roast and,
Yeah.
yeah.
Kitchen sink?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, ours will be $1 million.
Well, I can't wait. I can tell you that I have never had a Bloody Mary.
Oh,
It's never interested me before.
okay.
It's been a long time since I drank vodka, so
And how about tomato juice?
I like a V8 once in a while.
Okay, all right.
You know, I don't seek it out, but every once in a while it jumps into my cart and I drink
Okay.
it.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
Well, the recipe I found on the Pinterest board
Oh, okay.
looks much more exciting than that.
Oh.
So that scared me. What is that?
There's somebody else in the room.
I can see the cat over there. It's not the cat. Yeah, it'll be fun.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yep.
We did not discuss what we're gonna do for the final Halloween weekend.
Well, I don't know what can top this. It's got to be a really bad slasher movie. It's got to be something really horrible.
Oh, don't tell me that, 'cause I can find some terrible ones for you.
Because you let me have 2 Hitchcock movies and then this one to get my feet wet.
Yeah.
So I guess we're going to have to watch that Halloween movie that you talked about.
Okay.
I don't know. Is it a bad one?
I don't necessarily think so. I don't. There's like a shocking kill like in the first like 3 minutes of the movie, and it's not like shocking as in like, oh my god, this is horrifically gruesome and blah blah blah. It's just kind of like, oh,
Oh, somebody got killed.
okay, this is how we're starting it.
Alrighty.
And like I said, there's no blood, so people get stabbed, but there's no blood.
All right, I'll leave it up to you. You can pick the
Okay, I'll have to take card then.
scariest movie you think you can find.
Oh, tell me that. Got a ton of shit here.
I know you do. That's why you should be the one that picked it.
Oh boy. Okay. Now I gotta think real hard. I'm going to rewatch Horror Noir in preparation for the next film.
Okay.
Horror Noir is on Shudder, which I got
Yes.
free for a month using a promo code from a different podcast. You look on the internet, you can find stuff.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to hijack anybody's codes. But yeah, Horror Noir. It's a documentary about Black people in horror and how Black people have gone from the goofy house servant, oh I'm scared, to the final girls and
Oh wow.
stuff like that. Like from that person in the background to the person in the foreground, like right up front, main character stuff.
Okay.
And it was pretty interesting. The woman's name, gosh, what was her name? Tanana Reeve Dew, I believe. And she's
I don't know. Do you want me to look it up?
she's a teacher. She's very impressive.
Is she a historian?
I don't know if she's a historian per se, but she's definitely some sort of professor.
Oh, it's spelled noir.
IRE in this case.
Yep.
And that was a really good, because they talked to the actors that had been in the movies. They talked about how stuff influenced them, and the cultural effects of Black people in horror.
Uh-huh.
So that was pretty interesting. They talked to Keith David, who's been in, he was in They Live. He was in The Thing, John Carpenter movies, both of them John Carpenter movies. Um, Keith David's a pretty interesting guy.
Yeah, he looks familiar.
Yeah, he's been in a lot of things.
He just talks about the director.
Who's the
What
director?
just pulled up? Xavier Bergen?
That means nothing to me.
Oh, let's look at him.
Oh.
He kind of looks like the insurance guy.
Oh, and was he involved with Nightmares in Black and White? Is that what I see? Okay.
Where you said back?
Yeah.
He does not look like the.
Oh, yeah. Nightmares in Red, White, and Blue. That was a pretty interesting documentary.
Okay.
Yeah. Again, horror movie.
Oh, he did Tyson?
Did he?
Wasn't that just on?
I don't know.
That looked interesting, but not, He has that smiley face of the insurance guy. Yeah, he does. Look at how big he's smiling.
Yeah, well, he's making money.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Yes, absolutely. Anybody that's making money is doing well. Especially now with all this worry about, our food and our glass bottles and, oh my God, what if we don't have any more Coca-Cola in the world?
Ooh, I worry about that.
What about beer? The beer companies around here are having trouble getting bottles too.
That's part of my
And cans. Yeah, well.
Tanana Reeve Dew is an American author and educator, best known as a film historian with expertise in black horror.
A film historian.
Okay.
Yep. That's what I figured she was if she was doing a show like this.
Yeah.
Because somebody has to tell the story.
Yeah.
So, you have to have the real story.
She developed a course at UCLA called The Sunken Place: Racism, Survival, and the Black Horror Aesthetic. The Sunken Place is from the movie Get Out that Jordan Peele wrote and directed.
This guy. Uh-huh.
Yeah, so that's cool.
Neat.
Yeah, I like what she has to say.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a good documentary.
Okay.
So your first Jason movie. Would you watch another?
No. No.
And you're definitely not going to watch this again, are you?
No. I'm sure that I've seen slasher movies before because, like I said, that's what we did back in the 70s. We went to movies.
Yeah.
And we went to the drive-in and we went, we had dollar movies everywhere.
Oh, yeah. So you probably saw those awful B movies.
We saw 3 or 4 movies every week, so there was never a shortage of movies in my past. That's why I think I've seen enough.
Not seen enough.
No.
It's never enough.
No, because I've never seen a slasher movie, and to my knowledge, this was awful. I didn't even bother to take a note, except I did take a note about the Burger King thing, because I had read that. And their pants.
Yeah.
Good Lord, those pants were hiked up high.
Well, it was that time. Oh, the first couple we meet in the movie. You read about her.
Oh, yeah. I thought that was pretty funny. It's supposed to start out with a sex scene.
Oh.
It was the whole movie was supposed to start out with a sex scene.
I did not read that.
And I imagine that would have been pretty early on. I mean, in that part. But then somebody found out that Marta Kober,
okay,
maybe I think that's her name, was only 16, and they had to reshoot it all. I'm thinking, okay, did that girl have a mother? Who drove her to work every day? I mean,
I don't know, because it's weird because, like, from the neck down, it was debatable on her age. But the neck up, she was a baby.
Yes.
Yeah.
She didn't have any hips. She walked like a girl, a tomboy girl.
Yeah.
No, she was definitely very young.
Yeah. I also think that Vicky might have been kind of young, too. The girl.
Did we look her up?
I don't think we looked her up, but she had that young face, too.
Yeah.
And I was wondering about that.
Well.
Because I definitely did read that about
that
Marta girl.
I'll look up her name for real. Yeah. Marta. Marta Kober. Kober. Marta Kober.
Okay. Oh, no. Lauren Marie Taylor played Vicky.
Yes.
And she was 1920.
Okay.
So, but she looked young. She had a young face.
Yep.
You said that you recognized Amy Steele.
Yes. From.
It was a Perry Mason.
Yes.
Perry Mason TV movie.
Uh-huh.
And I recognize her from another horror movie. It's called April Fool's Day.
Okay.
I've never seen it. I've read a lot about it. So, I mean, I don't really need to see it.
Okay.
It's kind of a ridiculous premise.
Aren't they all?
Well, more so than anything.
This girl, that Marteau is only 5'3". That didn't help her any.
No, she was just a little tiny thing.
Yeah, that's why it didn't help her to be that young.
Also, as far as horror movies, plural, like none of these women were overly attractive. Like the woman that gets naked, like she had like I guess for 1981, I guess she was the hottest chick in the room.
I thought they were all nice-looking young people.
Well, nobody in the movie is ugly, but just there usually is a dumb slut in a horror movie.
Okay.
Who's just hot and stupid.
She was born in Norway.
Who was?
That's is that the girl we're talking about?
Must be.
She was the one with the real short pants?
No, the girl that you could see her rib cage.
Okay, now I'm confused.
With the dog. She kept asking about the dog.
She kept having the dog. I know. Yeah. Where was the dog?
Oh, you're right. That is her.
It is?
Yeah.
Okay. She was born in Norway. Yes, here she is with the t-shirt on.
Okay. Yeah.
She made her film debut in California Dreaming in 1979.
And it says, the trivia on her says that little is known about her whereabouts after 1993.
Oh, interesting.
In 1993, she was seen working at an art gallery in Los Angeles and hasn't been seen by fans since. And she does not go to conventions.
Huh, very interesting.
Yeah.
Well, that it's all those interesting things that keep people wondering.
Yeah.
You can log on with her on Facebook, though.
Oh.
If in reality that's the same Kristen Baker that...
Oh, well,
is
Who
the
knows?
Kristen Baker that we're talking about.
Yeah. Oh,
I'll
yeah.
be darned.
This Jason was played by a man named Warrington Gillette, which is a name.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That is, Warrington Gillette. Wow. I gotta look at a guy with that name.
Oh, it says, although credited as playing Jason in the Friday the 13th Part 2, he only played the character in the final scene where he jumps through the window. For most of the film, Jason was played by Steve Dash. Steve Dash was one of the behind-the-scenes guys, and that's a shortened version of his name. It's like Dashkowitz or something.
Very interesting.
Yeah, and I only know that because I saw that on that Movies That Made Us thing.
Very interesting.
Yeah. I'm trying to find
once you turn these things on, it's like an encyclopedia. You gotta get another book out.
Right.
Or a dictionary. You gotta look up another word.
Right.
I love it. Is
Yeah.
that, do we have burning pizza?
Oh, I don't know. Hold on a minute.
Yeah.
All right, we do not have burning pizza.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, he would be upset.
Yeah. Nobody likes burnt pizza.
But Mom brought over chicken and wild rice soup, so he's not going to starve.
And donuts.
Yeah. Yum.
Not this mom, the other mom.
Yeah, Justin's mom.
Yeah, nice mom. I brought cat food.
That's all you needed to bring.
Myself and cat food.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's all the babies care about.
I know.
Grandma's here. It's time for cookies.
And tricks.
Yeah.
That little Ash will do a trick for me every time.
Yeah. That's because he's a smart little cookie.
He is.
Yeah.
He is.
Okay, Friday the 13th Part 2 in the books.
Yep.
Blackula double feature next week.
I'm looking forward to it.
I'm so excited.
I know.
Are you going to come over Friday and help me cook rouladen?
Yes, we're going to come over Friday and we're going to cook rouladen.
Hell yeah.
So since we're doing, what did you say? Middle European?
Eastern European,
Eastern European cuisine.
Yeah. Blackula meets Dracula in the first part of the movie. And he's not Blackula yet. He's Prince Mamawaldi.
Okay. And my German grandfather taught us how to make rouladen.
Yeah.
So
it's not the traditional.
No, we make it American. We don't put any carrots or pickles in our rouladen rolls.
Yeah.
We just use bacon.
That's fine.
And onions.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I know. So
That's
me too.
all we need.
Although I do like it with a pickle. It cooked, baked like, traditionally with a hunter gravy on it.
Uh-huh.
The pickles are yummy. That way is yummy. But, I know you don't like that.
Yeah.
But it'll be fun
I can't even wait.
I know.
I'm not going to sleep for a week.
I know.
All right. I think I've said my piece. I
Yeah,
don't
me
really
too.
have a whole lot more.
Nope.
Um,
Unless I look up something more.
yeah, and Steve Miner has gone on to do stuff that I know,
Yeah.
and he's still working.
Yes.
So,
Yes. I guess if you have that talent, it continues on.
well, I think it's more if you make stuff that makes money.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. The talent of making it to make money.
Yeah.
You know, because there's lots of directors out there, I'm sure, that only did one thing that only made $1.50, you know.
Right. I've seen some of those movies. They're terrible. That's why we watch Mystery Science Theater 3000
Exactly.
on Pluto.
Yeah.
Pluto TV, by the way, is a free app you can download on your phone, on your smart TVs, on your computers, and it has some on-demand stuff that you can watch.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, there's going to be commercials because it's free. What do you want?
Yeah.
But then it has just like a whole slew of channels. You can watch news channels,
Yes.
cops channels, and like MTV has an entire section of just their bullshit stuff.
Oh my gosh. Do they have Dr. Pol?
No.
Do they have any Animal Channel?
They do.
Any zoo programs?
Well, I don't know. They have a cat channel and a dog channel.
Oh, but that's just for your dog and your cat to watch.
No, it's one.
Too cute? It's Too Cute on there?
I don't think Too Cute is on there.
That's on the Animal Channel.
And the show is adorable. I can't stand it.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, it's free to download. It's free to use. You don't have to log in.
Yeah, a lot of people use that on their phone and watch it in the break room.
Yeah.
It's on their phones.
Yeah. You can watch anything, well, almost anything you want on there.
Yeah.
So
cool.
I highly recommend it.
And I've said it before. I watch television. I don't mind commercials. They're there.
Well, I don't know. If I have to watch a commercial, I'd rather not watch the same one 8 times.
Oh, well, they do that a lot.
Every once in a while, it's real bad on the shows.
And the other day I was watching, it might have been Josh Gates's show, and the Zysol commercial came on, and it played 4 times in a row, the same Zysol commercial.
Oh.
I thought, who needs that much allergy medicine that I gotta watch this 4 times in a row? It was weird.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know how that works.
Somebody was asleep at the switch.
Yes. So yeah, get Pluto TV. If you have a Roku, there's all sorts of other free channels to watch horrible, horrible, horrible movies on. There's a Halloween channel that has some really good silent movies on it.
Wow.
Which I'm kind of surprised about because the rest are just like straight up garbage movies. Like, how did this get made movies?
Does the organ play in those silent movies?
The one I watched the other night that Justin interrupted did not. There was no sound at all.
Okay.
It was called Der Golem.
Okay. I guess when you went to the movies, the organist was at the movie.
To accompany it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Never
well,
mind.
There is one of the Nosferatus that is available to see. Has a symphony accompaniment with it.
Oh, it was probably especially made that way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nosferatu also has a soundtrack done by the band Typo Negative.
Yes.
Which is interesting. Typo Negative was kind of a cool band who I didn't like most of their music, but I liked the idea of them.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm kind of a poser. There's also one called Something About a Carriage I want to watch. That's a silent movie. And they also, one of the channels I saw has The Man Who Laughs, which has Conrad Veidt in it. Conrad Veidt was...
That's a familiar name.
He was in... I know him from The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari. He was the guy in all black, the sleepwalker guy.
No.
In The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari. He was also in Casablanca.
Oh, that might be it.
So he was in a bunch of big time movies. And The Man Who Laughs is about he's like a nobleman or something, and some misstep he makes, and his a smile is etched onto his face.
Oh my.
That one right there. Yeah.
That's kind of creepy.
And that's where Jack Nicholson got his...
The Joker came from.
Joker.
That was the first thing I thought of.
Yep.
Yes, I recognized this face.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, wow.
Yeah, he's been in a ton of stuff.
Yeah. Look at his list of movies.
Yeah. Oh, Waxworks. I've seen that.
And there's more.
Oh my god. That was
Beloved Rogue.
Mhm.
Oh, wow. There's tons and tons and tons of movies.
Yeah.
Let's see. This guy was busy.
Yeah.
Oh, he died when he was just 50.
Oh,
Oh my. Well, back in that day,
hard life.
Yes.
Drinking, smoking,
Yeah. Yeah.
fighting around the world.
You just had it was a different time.
Yeah.
Wow, there's lots of stuff you
Yeah.
could look at him in. So yeah, okay.
So I
Cool.
want to watch that one day.
Okay.
They have a Criterion channel that I just can't bring myself to pay for.
No,
But there's some movies on that are Criterion releases that are awesome.
it'll come around.
Yeah. When I first got Hulu had like a Criterion hub. And it was awesome.
Okay.
I watched a whole bunch of stuff on there.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I think this has been, semi-productive.
Yeah, kind of. We saved the pizza from being burned.
We did. And all of the cats are sleeping, so nobody has fought with anybody.
Nope.
Nobody's bit the shit out of my mom.
No, or the wire.
Or the wires. It's been a good day, I think.
Yeah.
All right. Well, for another episode of Movies with My Mother, it's been fun.
It has.
And we will see you next week with the Blackula double feature.
Yes.
We'll see you then.
Bye-bye.